Hey everybody, the video that you're about to see was recorded a few weeks ago. I thought I was going to be able to keep up with doing regular episodes, plus doing Vlogmas, and then, well, if you've been watching my Vlogmas, you know that our lives have kind of just taken a turn with the sickness. So it was just really hard to do both at the same time, but I appreciate everybody that sticks with me and watches my videos, my regular episodes, plus my vlogmases, whatever you're choosing to watch. I appreciate you, and I'm thankful for you all to be here. I hope that you all are having a wonderful holiday season, whatever holiday that you celebrate or don't celebrate. And so hopefully I will be able to get back into my regular episodes starting in 2023. And I'll catch you up on all the projects that I've been working on, because these ones that you're going to see now are a little stale dated if you've been watching Vlogmas. So I just wanted to put that ahead of this because it was recorded, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not even sure. So take care, everybody. Check in on each other. Take care of one another. And I'll see you in the new year. Bye. Hey everybody, and welcome to a Lefty Knitter podcast. This is my channel where I show you all the crafty things that I'm up to, and I record through the week and post on Saturdays. This is episode 188, and I'm coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland, and I have 3 cats, a husband, 2 kids. It's a lot going on. I'm trying to do, obviously, Vlogmas. If you're watching that too, I apologize. You're probably going to see duplicates of things, but I have some things to show because I have a lot done. Today's already Thursday, December 8th. Yeah. So, sorry. I normally don't like to drink on podcasts, on my videos. I don't know why. All right. But I have something to show you first that I never showed. And John showed it on like Instagram, but I never showed it here on the podcast. And I was so tickled. Like I was speechless. I mean, I don't know. I just, the community, I've talked about how much this community is like amazing and wonderful. And so if you remember, I did cranking demos on my circular sock machine at the Alpaca Festival, which is held here at the Howard County Fairgrounds. I was there both days, and on Saturday, I was talking to this young lady. I don't know how old she was. I was talking to this person, and they were so sweet, and just, I don't even know if she like watches. I can't remember if she said she watched or not. So the next day, Sunday, she comes up to me and she goes, "Hey, just don't know if you remember me from yesterday." I was like, "Of course, yeah." I mean, yeah, my memory was much better because it was only one day later. And she's like, I hope you don't mind, but I took a picture while you were demoing and I drew a picture for you." And I was like, "What?" Like, that's so cool. And she just enjoys to draw. This is what she likes to do, capture like moments. And I just thought that was amazing. So I need to show you guys. I need to get a frame for it. And so I also, she was like, would you like to have it? And I was like, "Oh my God, yes." Like, she's like, "And you don't, it's free. You can just have it." And I was like, no. Like, let's figure something out. Like I've said before, I like to barter. I like to trade. I feel like people, who make art and create and do that sort of thing, I know there's a value to our time, right? There is a value to what we do. And even though, like, she expected nothing, I was like, can we trade? Can we do something? So, John took her around, bought some yarn. I'm going to crank her some socks. I'm going to get them out to her. I have all her information. So let me show you this drawing now that I've talked about it and like got all misty. I just think it was so sweet. Like, how awesome is this to have my first demoing, and I just think this is an amazing memento to have. Like the detail, my little cat rug, like the staff for the yarn and everything. Like I can't. I need a frame. I need to get a frame. It's been sitting on top of like all my supplies for my circular sock machine, and I just need to get something for it. Like, I love it. I love it so much. Like, even John was like in complete and utter like awe of this. Okay. On to other people's makings. I didn't want to say their name. I just didn't know. I mean, there's probably lots of people by that name, by that first name, but I'm just being cautious because I don't know what people want out there in the world. All right, so I finished another bookmark. Now this was a commission for one of our good friends, and yeah, the initial is L. They are a fan of the show Friends, which again, if you watch Vlogmas, I was never a fan of Friends. I never really watched it, but apparently like the frame on the door was iconic and blah, blah, blah. So I even did like how they have the little dots between like the letters and Friends. I did that just to kind of make it like cohesive. And then the person that this is going to also loves doggies. So there are 2 doggy prints on there. So I rounded the corners on this one. I didn't do that with John's. I really like the look of it. And if I make more of these, which I have one more that I want to make, and I will round the corners on that one. Oh my God. I wasn't sure how, you know, I don't know. I was trying to stick with I asked the person, what is the person that you are gifting it to like? And so that was the ideas I got. So the next one, I'm going to be a little more like loosey-goosey and free-flowing, I think, because the person I'm giving it to, I don't think will mind if I just kind of go with the flow. So, all right, Advent knitting. I've been using Andrea's. We had done a swap for minis and scrap minis from our own stashes, and I have gotten all 7 of my colors in. Today's the 8th. I haven't even opened my 8th yet. And this is the shuffle sweater. It's crochet, and I have 2 sleeves because you knit it from here to here. And all the details will be down below on the designer and whatnot. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. I have more to show, so I don't want to go too fast, but I feel like you guys maybe have seen stuff. So, okay. Recalibrate top. Remember that? I made from Shana line. I said it just yesterday. Shana Cohen. She does a bunch of little fidget toys. So this is the Peapod marble fidget toy. And I'm going to gift these to both of my daughters. I know my older daughter is, I mean, she's older, and my younger, but they both love like little fidgety toys. So yeah, they're each going to get one, the same color. It's going to go in their stockings. So yeah, if you're looking for really quick little knits like this, it was super fast. I mean, I did this in probably less than 2 hours. So, and I didn't have a marble, but a glass marble probably would have been really cool. But I had a pretty large circular bead that I used. So there's that. This was I just made socks recently, knitting in color, and this is called Absinthe and Aubergine. That was the colorway. I made them as like a Halloween sock because I really liked the colors for Halloween. So, and I needed like a project like for hand knitting. And sometimes when that happens, I just grab yarn and do a sock and hand knit a sock. Last thing I need to show you, I should have done this last night and I didn't. This is my Autumn League pullover and I'm using the Kelborn Scout yarn. And I finished the ribbing. It's a split hem and I finished the ribbing on the back side and I just need to bind it off. I tried it on yesterday to make sure that I liked the length of it and it was great. So I'm going to hold up the back so you can see. That's where I was when you guys last saw it in the podcast, where this feather is. So I did all that. I did my ribbing and I just need to bind off. So when I usually do my bind offs, I go up a needle size to do the bind off. And I don't know if this one is the name. I don't remember all the names of all the bind offs, but this is the one where it's a knit one, purl one. So I'll knit the first stitch and then I'll put it back to the other needle, to the working needle. And then I will purl the two and then put that back and then I'll knit two and then I'll put that back and then I'll purl two, and that's what that's the bind off I do. I don't know if that's the Jenny stretchy bind off method. I can't remember, but that's how I do it. And I always go up a needle size and I'm very cautious about my tension. So yeah, so I just gotta do that and then pick up the front and do my ribbing for the front and then I can start working on sleeves. Oh my gosh. All right. That's what I have to show you guys for this clip. And I have to open Advents yet today. So that's on my agenda. Oh boy, I just feel I have a lot going on sometimes. And I can't remember what I've talked about and not talked about on the vlog versus the podcast. So I apologize if I do repeat myself. For the people that watch both. I know not everybody watches both. And my numbers, every time I do a daily vlog, it fluxes. My numbers flux a lot in subscribers. And that's totally fine. Like, I get it if you are not into that and whatever else. Like, you gotta watch what you want to watch. And you gotta like what you want to like. And you gotta subscribe to the people that you want to support. So, that's just my opinion. I feel like, you know, I'm not mad. It is what it is, y'all. So, all right. I got Kitty sleeping, and I got to get some more work done. All right. Till the next clip. Hey, guys. It is Sunday, not January, December 11th. And I need to round up this video because I didn't finish it yesterday. We had a very packed day yesterday, and I wanted to make sure I still get my regular episodes out. So, let me show you progress on what I have. I have put all my days, except for today's, in my sweater. That is my crochet sweater I've been working on. It is called the Shuffle Sweater by Julme Conradie. Conradie. I'll have everything linked down below. I think I'm only like 4 rows away from doing stopping sleeves and starting body. That's where I really need to figure out what I'm doing here, because I gotta read the pattern a little bit. I gotta see what's going on. Oh, I took this with me yesterday, and this is Hazel took some makeup to play with her little friend, so I gotta take that out of my bag. All right, ready for all the sleeve goodness. Now I gotta look at the pattern again. Now I'm wondering if the sleeves are gonna stop there. Is it like a drop type shoulder? Because this doesn't go all the way up to my shoulders. I only showed this to you guys like a couple days ago, so I was probably like at this gray. I don't really remember. I haven't been keeping like track with a progress keeper on this project as much because I've been showing it every day on Vlogmas. So let me just see where I'm at. If I hold that, see, that's not my shoulder. And that's my armpit. So I got one more color, but it says I'm supposed to start the body soon. So unless I'm holding it way too far up, but that makes it really difficult to, I mean, that's better. So we'll have to see how this progresses. But I do have both colors done on both sleeves. I promise. I'm not lying to you all. Also, I finished Island Queen. I can't remember the author's name. It'll be linked down below. It was very interesting, and it is, I guess it's got to be loosely based on information that could be found about this woman, who, it was a true story about the woman in general. And there was apparently like a political cartoon that was made, a drawing, and they referenced that, and it was really good. There's a lot of heartbreak, and there's a lot of trials and tribulations, and it's, you know, a black woman who was enslaved and bought her freedom and became one of the wealthiest women in, like, Grenada, is that, but like in the West Indies, just in general. I think she was one of the most wealthy women ever, of that time and of color. So it was very, very good. It was a great listen, and I highly recommend it if you're interested in hearing, you know, I guess you have to fill in the gaps, right? Like a writer who is writing something and doesn't have all the information from like the late 1700s, early 1800s, you're not, unless everything was perfectly documented, you're going to have to fill in gaps. So, and take some sort of creative freedom, right? So, but I thought it was well done to my extent of literacy, like novels and doing something like that. So, sorry, I'm not very well spoken when it comes to, well, a lot of things, but in general. I have finished the other side of the ribbing on my Autumn League pullover. I was just saying in Vlogmas, I need to go see if I have US 7s in 9-inch circulars, because I love doing my sleeves on 9-inch circulars. Although usually when I pick up way at the top, a 16-inch is good until you start really decreasing. So I got to look for a 16-inch and a 9-inch US 7 so I can do my sleeves. But I have the ribbing done on both sides. I had just started the ribbing on the front where that little stitch marker's hanging. And it's a split hem. Oh my god. I love this so much. I just do. I do. Yeah, so I need to dig out some needles for that. And yeah, I went to, oh, I should get that stuff. Pause. I do feel like I'm double dipping with my Vlogmas and my podcast episodes and showing you guys. So I apologize if you watch both, because you're going to get double doses of all these things. So I went on the Fiber Art Studio tour yesterday. That's the correct name. Fiber Art Studio tour. And it's all these different fiber artists, makers in Maryland that get together. Where did the card go? I'm losing my mind. I had a card for this. It is not in this bag. I met a new artist yesterday. Her name is Kira, and she is the owner and curator for TheScrapmaster Studio. She's a sewist. She sews project bags and little zipper bags, or whatever kind of bags you want them to be, out of all these scrappy fabrics, and they're beautiful. So I totally recommend going and checking out her shop. She's on Etsy. I'll link that down below. But she is also making patterns, and I think she released her first pattern for the kitty cat. And I did not buy a kitty cat. We bought an elephant. Isn't he so cute? It's so cute. And it's so soft. I don't know what yarn she's using, but it's really super soft. And he has a little friend, and it's a mousey in his pocket. That's so cute. It's hard to show. I mean, it's a tiny little thing, right? So we bought that yesterday. Sorry, Way, we didn't buy anything yesterday from you, but we saw you, and I'm sorry. But I did buy some minis to make some scrap socks and now I'm thinking I might try doing that candy cane. The K of the Crazy Sock Lady did the new release for her. It's like a candy cane sock. I might try to do that with these. I think that would be really cool. So these are 100% merino, and I know you can make socks with merino, and some people are like, I'm never making socks with only merino, yada yada. You do what you want. But I bought these, and it's 4 little, she calls them whelps, and that's Avalon Spring Farm. And these are 100 yards, so I have 400 yards. So I have plenty. Here. I was thinking of doing the little candy cane pattern with these colors, and this would be the main color. So I might do that. Yeah, these are super cute. 22 grams each. And she was having a sale, so they were $5 a piece instead of $7. So that's what I have to show you guys for this week. Other than me finishing that book, I've been reading a book for work, our book club, and it's about ageism, and that's been really interesting, except for the fact it's a lot of facts. It's a lot of like numbers, and it's not sticking with me, and I feel really bad because like I'm gonna join the conversation the best I can, but I feel like the information's not staying in my brain. So I don't know. I don't remember the name of the book. I'll put it down below in case you're interested, but it's all about ageism. And my work does a lot of, when they do book club books, it's a mix, but it's usually related to the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion group. And so a lot of books have been different topics based on that. It's just, I can't, it's not retaining in my brain. I'm trying really hard. And then, other than that, we haven't been watching anything new, really. We watched another episodes of that Chip and Dale show, and really, that's about it. So, I hope everybody is well and taking care of themselves and each other in the best of your ability. And until the next episode, I'll see you guys then. Knit happy.